Good morning, students. So, in this class, I start with international capital movement. So, in the last 2 or 3 decades, globalization of economic activities, integration of these financial markets, and also international capital flows has becoming important issues. So here, globalization of economic activities implies all economic activities are carried on at world level, and also there is integration of financial markets. Financial markets are the markets where short-term and long-term funds were bought and sold. Okay. Short-term funds and long-term funds were sold in financial markets. And also we can say there is capital movement or international capital movement or capital flows. Here, capital flows implies movement of capital between the countries. We can say after Second World War, Second World War started in 1939, ended in 1945. After 1945, the movement of capital between the countries becomes common. Capital flows between the countries. So, movement of capital between the countries common after the Second World War. Particularly, since 1980s, we can say there is larger movement of capital between the countries, either between developed countries or between developing countries. Movement of capital become common. So we can say in this juncture, since 1990s, particularly 1990s, there is greater financial liberalization. Liberalization takes place in Udarikaranam Niti ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬಹುದು. Number of the countries reduced restrictions on trade. So, under policy of protection, you will be studied now. The government, different countries of the world used to impose restrictions on trade, either in the form of imposing taxes or limiting items to be imported from other countries. The central bank may impose restrictions on giving foreign currencies. ಈ ರೀತಿ ಹಲವಾರು ನಿರ್ಬಂಧಗಳನ್ನು ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಹಾಕುವುದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವೇನು ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ, ಪ್ರೊಟೆಕ್ಷನ್, ಪಾಲಿಸಿ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರೊಟೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. ಸೊ 1990s ನಂತರದ ಹಂತದಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ರೀತಿಯ ನಿರ್ಬಂಧಗಳು ಹಾಕೋ ಪ್ರಮಾಣ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಯ್ತು. ಅದು ನಾವು ಟ್ರೇಡ್ ಲಿಬರಲೈಸೇಷನ್ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. ಸೊ ಈ ರೀತಿಯ ಟ್ರೇಡ್ ಲಿಬರಲೈಸೇಷನ್ ಇಂದಾಗಿ ಈಗ ಮೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಹಲವಾರು ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರಗಳ ನಡುವೆ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಮೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗುವ ಪ್ರಮಾಣ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಬಂದಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ದಿ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ interested in getting higher returns on their investment. ಸೊ ಆದ್ರಿಂದ ಅವ್ರು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಪ್ರಮಾಣದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ರಿಟರ್ನ್ಸ್ ಸಿಗ್ತದೋ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸೇ international capital movement implies movement of the capital between the countries, or we can say inflow and outflow of capital. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ದೇಶಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇರೆ ದೇಶದಿಂದ ಬಂಡವಾಳ ಬರ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ದೇಶದಿಂದ ಬೇರೆ ದೇಶಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂಡವಾಳ ಹರಿದು ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು. ಇದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಇಂಟರ್ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಮೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿಯ ಇದು ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೆ ಅನ್ವಯಿಸುವುದಿಲ್ಲ, ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ಅಥವಾ ಸರ್ವಿಸಸ್ ಇಂಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಆಗೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಇದು ಅನ್ವಯಿಸುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಆಗಿ ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೆ ಅನ್ವಯಿಸುವುದು, ಮೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ, ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ದಿ ಕಂಟ್ರೀಸ್. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಇಂಟರ್ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಮೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್. So there are different types of international capital movement. It's the important question on the part of your examination also. There are different, what are the types of international capital movement? Say types of, here we can say, first of all, there is for direct capital and indirect capital. Direct capital is called foreign direct investment, FDI, foreign direct investment. And indirect capital is called foreign portfolio investment. Foreign portfolio investment. So direct and indirect capital. And then there is home capital and foreign capital, private capital and public capital, government capital, and short-term capital and long-term capital, foreign aid. So these are different, the 5 different types of the classification of international capital movement. So first one, direct capital, foreign direct investment, and indirect capital or foreign portfolio investment. Second one, home capital and foreign capital. Next, private capital and government capital, or private capital, or it's also called public government capital, right? For a private capital and government capital, and then short-term capital and long-term capital, and foreign aid. So these are the 5 different types of international capital movement. So under that, first one we can say foreign direct capital, or FDI, direct capital or foreign direct investment. Okay, here foreign direct investment implies the investors are investing their funds in foreign countries. Okay, foreign countries implies there may be established firms in foreign countries. So in these foreign firms, the investors of the residential country or home country, or resident country or home country, they may invest their funds in that foreign firm or established firm, or they may branch or existing firm in home foreign country. They may start another branch. Okay, there is branch expansion, or there may be start another subsidiary agency in that firm. It's called foreign direct investment. So foreign direct investment may take different forms. So investors are always interested in getting higher returns on their investment. So in the case of foreign direct investment, after investment also they are retaining their rights over that investment. Once investment ಮಾಡಿದ ನಂತರ ಅದರ ಫರ್ಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರ ಹಿಡಿತಾ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಯಾರು ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೋ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಅದರ ಮೇಲೆ ಪೂರ್ತಿಯಾಗಿ ಹಿಡಿತಾ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ನಾವು ಫಾರಿನ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. ಸೊ ವಿದೇಶಿ ನೇರ ಹೂಡಿಕೆ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ನಾವು ಇದನ್ನು ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. ಸೊ ಫಾರಿನ್ ಫರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ರೆಸಿಡೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಮಾಡೋದು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ದರ್ ಈಸ್ ಇಂಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಆಫ್ portfolio investment. It means the investors may invest funds in foreign countries. See, for example, they may purchase bonds or securities they may purchase. So for such investment, their interest is only, their intention is to get higher profit. There is, they may not have any control after investment. Investment ಮಾಡಿದ ನಂತರ ಆ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಯಾವ ಹಿಡಿದೇ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ರಿಟರ್ನ್ಸ್, ಹೈಯರ್ ರಿಟರ್ನ್ಸ್ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಳ್ಳುವ ಅವಕಾಶ ಇದೆ. ಅದನ್ನ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ರಿಟರ್ನ್ಸ್, ಲಾಭ ಗಳಿಸುವುದರ ಮುಖ್ಯವಾದ ಉದ್ದೇಶ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾಸ್ ಆನ್ ಟು ಹೋಮ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಫಾರಿನ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್. Home capital investment, or home capital implies the investors in home country, they may invest their funds in foreign countries abroad. Okay, adrinda home capital leads to outflow of capital from the country. ದೇಶದಿಂದ ಬೇರೆ ದೇಶಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂಡವಾಳ ಹರಿದು ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ ಹೋಮ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಸೊ there is outflow of capital from the country to foreign countries. In case of foreign capital, foreign investors, they may invest their funds in home country. So there is inflow of capital. Foreign capital ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, ವಿದೇಶಿಯರು ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಇದರಿಂದ ಬೇರೆ ದೇಶದಿಂದ ಬಂಡವಾಳ ಹರಿದು ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಫಾರಿನ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಅಥವಾ ವಿದೇಶಿ ಬಂಡವಾಳ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಕರಿತೇವೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರೈವೇಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಗವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್. ಪ್ರೈವೇಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರೈವೇಟ್ ಇಂಡಿವಿಜುವಲ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ಸ್ ಮೇ ಎಂಗೇಜ್ ಇನ್ ಐದರ್ ಬಾರಿಂಗ್ ಆರ್ ಲೆಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಫಂಡ್ಸ್. ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಪ್ರೈವೇಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. ಪ್ರೈವೇಟ್ ಇಂಡಿವಿಜುವಲ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಈ ಬಂಡವಾಳವನ್ನು ಬೇರೆ ದೇಶಕ್ಕೆ ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಬೇರೆ ದೇಶದಿಂದ ಪಡಿಬಹುದು. ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಪ್ರೈವೇಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಹೇಳೋದು. ಗವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಇಂಪ್ಲೈಸ್ ದಿ ಗವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ದಿ ಕೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರೈವೇಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್, ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಕಂಟ್ರಿ ಮೇ ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ ಸಚ್ investment. In the case of government capital, government itself engage in, there may be movement of capital between the countries. Government have full control over such investment. It's called government capital. And next pass on to short-term capital and long-term capital. In case of short-term capital, investment made for short period, maybe 1 year. So their intention is to get higher returns on such investment. In the case of long-term capital, say in the case of short-term capital, that may be differences in interest rates. It is possible to get higher returns. ಅದರ ಮುಖ್ಯವಾದ ಉದ್ದೇಶ ಲಾಭ ಗಳಿಸುವುದು. ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ರೇಟ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಉಂಟಾಗೋದ್ರಿಂದಾಗಿ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಲಾಭವನ್ನು ಗಳಿಸುವುದರ ಮುಖ್ಯ ಉದ್ದೇಶ. And long-term capital means capital investment made for long time. Long period means maybe 2 years or 5 years or 10 years. It's called long-term investment. So this is regarding short-term capital and long-term capital. There is one more classification, that is foreign aid. So foreign aid means foreign grants. Sometimes the developed countries gives loans to developing countries. So such loans need not be repaid. It's not loans, grants or gifts and grants given by the developed countries to developing countries. Unilateral payments we can say. So these are need not be repaid. Some donations are given by countries, developed countries to developing countries for their economic development. It is possible nowadays. Developing countries are receiving such sufficient funds from developed countries. So this is called foreign aid. So these are the different types of international capital movements. So international capital movement implies movement of capital between the countries. Okay. So there are five types. What are they? Foreign direct investment, direct and indirect capital, foreign direct investment and foreign portfolio investment, home capital and foreign capital. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಖ್ಯವಾಗಿ ನೀನು ನೆನಪಿಡಬೇಕು ಹೋಮ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ದರ್ ಇಸ್ ಔಟ್ಫ್ಲೋ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್, ದೇಶದಿಂದ ಬೇರೆ ದೇಶಕ್ಕೆ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಹರಿದು ಹೋಗುದು. Foreign capital means foreigners come forward and invest in the home country. Okay, then private capital and government capital, short-term capital and long-term capital, and foreign aid. So these are the different types of international capital movement. So this is the major question may be asked in the examination for 16 marks. Types of explain types of international capital movement, and also for 4 marks this short notes may be asked. Write a note on FDI, foreign direct investment. Idra mele yavaglu nimge question bartade. Write a note on foreign direct investment. So with this we finish the types of international capital movement. Next there may be a question for 4 or 8 marks. Factors affecting international capital movement. Let us discuss in the next class. So next after 19th there may be examination. So pending examination, I wish you all the best. Study well and do well in your examination. So after in August, I think the classes may reopen. We have to discuss all the topics in the classroom itself. So I wish you all the best again. See you then. Bye.